Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no... No place to hide and a place to be tackled. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, give on the inside. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Line gets set. First down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Giddens. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Cook. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and they're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Finds his back in the middle. Spins away from one. Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Still looking on the move. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Cook. Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Running it back, it's Burden. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to pass. It's Cook. The throw to the outside is complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on first down from the 40. He's going to pass. Finds a tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Burden. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone.
Well, look at this guy.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
To the air, it's Cook. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He fires to the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Nigga, your nigga was way in front of this circle.
On third down, going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing.
Oh, get out of here.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Hey, grab me.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Johnson looking to throw. He's got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The inside handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the
Ah, let me joke on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Wildcats! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Getting set for the point after.
You should have stayed on look good. You should have stayed in the mix over there.
A little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after
So
that
happy when I seen you
touchdown
click
drive.
off and they ran the other way. Get that.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to
Stop
the 25.
this simple shit that he running, y'all.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown
Stop
drive,
this simple
they
shit that
really
he
need
fucking
to put
running, yo.
something
Come on.
together to give their defense a rest.
And
You're
that's
right.
a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem.
Oh,
You gotta
babe.
score points and answer, but you've also got to take
Oh,
your
they
time
just
and
played
give
me,
your
bro. Made my
defensive
nigga bog
opportunity
out
to
like
get
that. Come on, bro.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was
Yeah,
super
go ahead.
close from seriously busting loose. Nice job
Yeah.
running the screen, getting the ball to your
They just
playmaker.
played me.
Just make one more guy miss. That might have been huge.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Shoots it to the left.
Bait.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
Man, go on, man.
An easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
How you sleep?
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on it.
Come on, man.
He's knocked down in the backfield.
Bait.
They'll lose a
My
couple.
controller, man.
How about the defender being a feet-seeking missile? He was on radar line. He found the
Bait.
football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nigga, you asleep.
To the air, it's Cook. They're bringing heat. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yo, sleepy ass. Dude fell asleep hella fast.
Final play of the quarter coming. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Burden.
That's some bullet. But they just let Luther just get open, bro. Like, that shit is annoying. He's just playing. See, Neil on 2K, he said he wanted to play a 4-man. He was going to play.
First down to start the drive after the break.
I mean,
they'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stim. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard.
Bullshit, Bait be running, man. We on that, Bait.
This is the type of play that
Fuck
could be a
yes.
pivotal
Look, these
moment.
fucking controllers
Tight
fucked
game,
up. Why I
third
had
and
pick?
long coming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
No furs, there's no furs.
Running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Turning to the running game on first and goal.
They so fucking janky, bro.
Touchdown, Missouri!
And this running back is so dangerous.
They pick and choose and won't let me break through the line.
He's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Feeling some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Kansas State quick to the line. Quarterback checking the plays. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Wildcats are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out.
No,
on
we
the
still playing.
field. So we've got a tight spot here.
30-28.
They'd love to run out the clock, but all
Bake
those
up 2.
timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense.
2 minutes left.
I know
Yep.
a first down ends this football game, so I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
On 3rd and long.
Woo! Hey, babe. It's a pick 6.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
No, but bro.
Not much of a 4th down.
Oh my God, bro.
Dog.
Dog. He's so covered.
Example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get. So once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
That's so jank, bro.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense
That's so janky, bro.
Trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. This time they'll go to the running game. Quick time defense stopping the clock to save as much time.
They'll be escaping me. That really supposed to be a pick 6, bro, on that cover 2. I knew you was throwing that whip route, bro. I'm like, yeah, he gonna throw that. My nigga gonna come down, pick 6, game over, we go home. This nigga batted down. What?
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles.
He was supposed to. He ran a little whip route with Luther. I knew he was running. I was in cover 2, hard flat. They still ain't stop. Nigga ain't even come down to pick it.
Tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Offense gets set for second down. Here's the handoff. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Buying some time. He'll let one go down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's rising. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked off his feet.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking left. It's caught. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Stanley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see...
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you work with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Smith takes the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
At the 35, he's open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. The give is to Smith. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Getting some heat. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utes!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the pass game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Snap it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that flow.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, SMU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point at it. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stanley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Rising. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the tailback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Utes decide to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll bring it back. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's dragged down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Great move there. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Comes out throwing on first down. Dances away from the heat. And they got him for the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Time to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's going to pass on second down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Utes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Utah 28, SMU 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got to pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
SMU 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws for the tight end. And his 5th interception of Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to go up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Lee. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover, you caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
On first down, here comes this offense. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Snags it down the right side. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Makes the grab. It's Harris.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option. Everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the long take over, and they'll send out the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going.
Off he goes! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Bond. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
He's going for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. On the run, it's Parrish. Nice move to stay on his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
As an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get it right back to him.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off. Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Throwing right. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a kick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That's caught. It's Bond. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback will audible. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's well. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Cleescorn. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but
Ah, chill out, man.
Kickoff and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. And it
Yes.
the ground incomplete. Let's see if
You want that? You don't like that?
Second down.
And finally, the defense is able to
That
get
was
some
picked
pressure on
off?
this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere.
Man, 1 second. Touchdown Harris again to me.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Dart. He's right on target. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Wells. They make the stop, but the sweet and golden catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Why?
And he's off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Look at this sitting there.
And he's
Ooh,
wrapped
waiting.
up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming. Did a great job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
That guy, dude, janky,
To
bro.
haul that one in. Another.
This Neblet nigga, man.
Big target out there like a boy.
Like, come on, bro.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh,
This
my.
quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty,
That's hot, bro.
It's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Lee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to
I gotta
take
go
a knee
trips
as he
against Cutler. I
stops
gotta
at
get my
14.
test playbook for this fucking zone.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection was a problem.
What's your score over there?
They just didn't see it, but the result was a negative
What?
play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, wow, Maul. What the hell, bro? Bro, they splits was completely different, though. Like, look different.
Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Release to the back. Got his man quickly. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Wells. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
We went on the drought on offense, y'all. Like, fuck. It's hot.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
We getting bombed.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Rebels are in the hurry up. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pull, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot
More.
down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Sometimes
He
men
would.
give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly
Like, come
where he
on,
needs to be
bro.
on the field, and they pick up the first down.
Who is this
Gotta
nigga?
give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's gonna come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were.
Hit his
Because of that,
fucking
he gives
head.
up the first down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Hit him.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds there. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. You get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air. It's Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Fires to the end zone. And here's
Good pick,
the
dude.
pick. And oh, did they need that right now. The Ole Miss
Every
offense
point
ready
count
to go
right
back
now.
to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like,
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Parrish. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to find his man in the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Rebels in the hurry up. Movement here from the tight end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
and listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Dropping back, it's Dark. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. A 3rd and long coming up here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through
The baller.
They bring it down.
Hey,
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. The good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.